Hiya, darlings. This is hololive English-Advent-'s Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. Odayo. Hello, how are we doing, everybody? I practice good waking up habits. So, yesterday was a trip. I always plan to stream it this time, but I plan to do something else. But last night I suddenly became very ill, and I'm fine now. But I was like, oh my god, like right after our stream finished on Callie's channel, even a little bit while it was going on, I was like, oh, I'm starting to feel not so good. So in short, jailbirds, I flew up. I don't have a fever or anything. I think I must have just, maybe I ate something that was, didn't agree with me. But jailbirds, please take care of me. I flew up. Oh no. Rip. It happens. It is what it is. It is how it goes. Sometimes you get a little ill. That's just how it is. Oh no! Hope you feel better. Yeah, I feel a lot better after sleeping. My throat still hurts a little bit though. But it'll be okay. I've got water. I slept, and I will say, you guys know I have two cats. I have Little Darling and I have Little Baby, who both of them have the combined nickname of Little Bug. Because whenever I see them, so one of my grandmas, we have a dog at home, right, with my family, our hellhound, and she would just call her Bug. And I thought it was so cute for some reason. I was like, why do you call her Bug? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, huh, that's cute. So now sometimes I'll get in close to my little darling face and go, little bug. My little bug. You're my little bug, aren't you? He's laying right next to me, and I may need to stop to go chase the cat because his toe is injured and I have to put special cream on it, and he has to wear a thing on his head so he doesn't lick it. Because, you know, cats have sandpapery tongues. So, of course, he was taken to the vet and everything. So he has to lay near me, and if he leaves, I need to put the cone back on him. But I need to monitor him to make sure he's not licking his toe bean. Because he loves to groom. It's his favorite hobby. It's his favorite hobby, Little Darling. Isn't it? Yeah, and then soon, I'm going to also be getting little Baby fixed. It's gonna be so over for him soon. Say goodbye to your balls. Anyway, sorry. Back on so I woke up this morning earlier than I wanted to because the last like 3 or 4 days, I don't know what it is. I might need to start locking them out of my room after Little Darling is better, because they just will come in and just play on my bed at like 5 or 6 a.m. every single day. And I don't understand. Like, they'll like bring in their toys and they'll just like put them on the bed and they'll just like start jumping on and over me. Like sniffing all over. Like, it's not that it's not normal cat behavior. It's just weird because they haven't had this problem until this like last week or so. No, they've been doing it like every single day, and I'm like, hello? Yeah, mommy needed to sleep last night though, but I needed to leave the door open in case my little darling needed any help. Because last night he did come in and it was like 1 a.m. I think. And he had the fabric cone on because it's a bit more comfortable than the plasticky cone. But he had gone to drink water at some point and must have really fudged it up because it was soaked. And he just kept licking it. And I smelt it just to make sure, and it definitely was just water. But I was like, how? How do you manage this? So then I had to get up, get the plastic cone, and switch it out. Yeah, oh no, indeed. But yeah, I think it's a raisin. I thought it was chocolate chip, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it's a raisin scone. No, it's chocolate chip. That was just a funny looking chocolate chip. I have a little scone. I'm just gonna nibble on it just to get like something small in my stomach. Hopefully make me feel a little bit better. Because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like after I get sick in the morning, like, I don't start feeling better until I get like a very small amount of food in my stomach. At least. And I love scones. That bug's just traveling around. I don't have a bug. I just got food poisoning, probably. Because the rest of me, I'm healthy as a horse. Okay? Oh wow, that scone's really good. Horse? Okay, guys, I know I said food poisoning, but the reality is I probably overate. Because I think I've told you guys this. Sorry, this is like so gross to share. I am like a dog. I can just eat. I can just eat. Nom, 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 non-stop. I can just eat, man. Doesn't matter if I'm hungry or not. I can just eat. So when I am in a situation where people keep offering me food, I really feel bad turning it down. Because I'm like, oh, it's going to go to waste. It's going to go to waste. I have to eat it. But that's the only thing is I really didn't feel like I overate. And I'd stopped eating around like 5. So I'm really confused as to why I became sick. Because it's been like 12 hours now. Since I flew up. But, yeah, I was just like, well, how? 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Of course I'm drinking water. Ugh. I do get bored hungry, but I also get, pressured hungry. Where if people offer me food, I'm like, well, I have to eat it. So, anyway, it had been like over 5 hours. I'm like, why? Why did I become sick? I feel like the food should have been digested by now, but I guess not. I think I ate like a donut, and I think that's what did me in. I think like I had lunch, and that was fine, and that was delicious. I had a few small snacks, and that was good and delicious. And then I had a donut. I think that was it. Because that's the thing, though, right now, if I think about eating it, I feel repulsed. Like, I can't. I don't want to imagine eating a donut, so I think it was the donut that killed me, sadly. Okay. We'll talk about Blue World soon, but let me just take another bite of this scone because it's yummy. Oh, I don't have diabetes. What the hell's wrong with you? What flavor was the donut? It was really delicious. It was one of the special seasonal Sakura ones. Okay. Oh yeah, firstly, Raine did a cover of my original song, Sweetest Scarlet. It's really awesome, so if you haven't already, please go to her channel and check it out. I'm so happy. I love all my songs a lot, of course, and so having them be covered, especially by another holo mem, is so special to me, especially because for most all of my songs, I've written the lyrics so far. That won't always be the case, but for most of my songs so far, I've written the lyrics. And as you know, I also wrote the lyrics to Sweet Scarlet, and so I put a lot of love into that song, so whenever I see how much you guys love it, it makes me happy, but knowing that another holo mem loved it enough to cover it, so a big thank you to Reine, you really made my day. Of course, I knew it was coming because they asked me, and I was like, of course, it's okay, go ahead, cover it. But I didn't believe that it was going to happen. I was like, oh, eventually, maybe. But I didn't expect it, but Nene is so talented, and she's such a sweetheart, too, so I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. Anyways, talking about Blue World, let me grab my water bottle off the floor. I moved it since I have a cat right next to me, so he has more space to lay down. So Blue World, I actually started when it was deep into when Oyomeholic was deep into development for 5 months. And as you guys know, I worked on Blue World for over a year, so I want to say it's been almost a year since I started working on Blue World. I don't know really why it took so long, because Shoji Meguro-san was really fast. I think I wrote the lyrics fast, but for some reason it just took a long time, which is okay. But one thing that we did production-wise, so let me go back even further. Before we started the commission, I was like, okay, I really would like to work with Shoji Meguro, the composer of the Persona soundtrack, because for me personally, I've actually only played Persona 5, but I really liked Persona 5. I really liked it. An Takamaki was my girlfriend, okay? And I just thought the game, like, I'd known of Persona, and I'd known a lot about Persona, but I'd never gotten to play because, as you guys know, I didn't have a PS system. I was always a Nintendo girly. Or rather, my family only ever bought Nintendo consoles, so I had never got the chance to play it myself until, much later, and then I played Persona 5, and I was like, this is awesome, hello? So I ended up, really falling in love with especially the soundtrack, because the game is already fantastic, but I think the Persona soundtrack is just something so special from a music standpoint. And even I had liked Persona music before I had played, before I had actually played 5. So, with 5, it was my first one where not only did I get to hear the music, but then I also got to play the game. So, I was like, look, this composer is so good. I need to work Shoji Meguro. And, so my manager was like, well, let's just ask. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because, yeah, I guess I can just do that. Yeah, let's just ask. The worst he can say is no. And to my pleasant surprise, he said yes. So I was very happy. Whenever I'm asking like a really big composer, I try to go in, like even Iosis, you know, who just did Oyomeholic. I love them so much, but I'm like, they're probably like, who is this random Halloween girl? Nerissa Ravencroft? What is this rare, weird, long name? Can she even sing? I don't know. You know, I always try to go in with the expectation that I am nobody and that they're going to be like, I do not want to work with you. Just also, not to be down on myself, but not to get my hopes up. Does that make sense? I don't want to get my hopes up. Yes, hashtag second rarest name. Let's go. So I was very pleasantly surprised and did a little happy celebration dance when Shoji Meguro-san said yes. And I keep in mind I am going to be releasing a music video for Blue World come end of come end of next month. There should be a music video releasing for Blue World. So please watch it. For reasons I cannot share quite yet, but you will understand soon, I was not able to delay the release of it because I really wanted them to drop at the same time, but I was not able to delay the release, and I had to release it during the originally planned release date, meaning the video is going to be very late, and so I'm very nervous because we're really putting, as you can imagine, because you can see who did the album cover, Yuna and Miu are doing the video again, and they always do incredible, fantastic work. This video is going to be no different. It's already, just from what we have, it's incredible and beyond my expectations. They always blow it out of the park, so I want to make sure that they have all the time that they need to finish it. So it should come out next month, by the end of the month. But please watch it when it comes out. I think it'll add a something special to it. So yes, please look forward to the MV. So anyway, once Shoji Meguro-san said yes, I now had the unique issue of I wanted to write the lyrics myself to a Shoji Meguro-san song. One of a legendary game composer. Am I crazy? Yes. Because I know you guys are all so sweet and everyone's so kind to me, but I'm really not joking when I say I'm new to writing original lyrics. I'm a very good translatorist. If it comes to doing translated lyrics, I can probably do it even if it's a song I'm not good at. But when it comes to writing original lyrics, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, suddenly, when I'm handed this amazing sounding song, I'm like, shit, I have to write the lyrics. Oh no. And I asked specifically, I said, I want something more feelsy. I want something more emotional because, for me, when it comes to Meguro-san's beautiful compositions, that's personally the ones that really sit with me. Like, all of them are good. Like, who can forget Last Surprise? Not me. But then when I think about, like, Beneath the Mask, for example, I'm like, that's the one that I'm like, I want to loop and, like, I think about when I'm in bed at night, and, like, just sitting there with my thoughts. You know what I mean? So I had asked for this more emotional song, and I was like, well, now I have to write something emotional. And I think I've talked about this a bit, but it's really difficult for me to talk about, like, I don't know, anything that I haven't personally experienced in lyrics, or else I feel like the lyrics will end up not making sense. Because I feel like if I'm writing a song and it's about something that I haven't experienced, I feel like I have a harder time bringing the concept to, like, creating any concept, to be completely honest. So it's hard for me to be inauthentic when writing original lyrics, and I'd like to try. I'd like to experiment more and write lyrics that are more, like, not outside of my wheelhouse. But for this one, I think it's really clear. I feel like the song speaks for itself, so I don't feel like I need to talk about the lyrics too much. Or break them up specifically. Because it's, I don't know. I actually had a really hard time because the lyrics for me are very personal. So the very first time I had to sing them to like actually like learn the song properly. Because I'd written the lyrics, I obviously knew how it went, but then to figure out how I was going to sing it. Every time I'd get to certain parts in the song, I would start crying, which isn't good for singing. I'm sure you guys know that. So even up until I recorded it, it took a while for me to stop getting to the point where I'd start like tearing up or getting really sad. And we decided to do something quite interesting in the music. I think I've talked about this before in my feelings. I don't like to end things on a negative note because I think there's so much potential for things to go right in the world if you just let your perspective be that. And so I feel like when you have things that are just so hopeless and just feel so hopeless, I feel like it's not good for me personally, because if I'm looping a song like that, it's just gonna make me feel more hopeless. If there's no feeling of light at the end of the tunnel, you know, then I can't do it. But one thing I also wanted to portray in this song specifically, we had two options for the end of the instrumental, which was we could have it where it is now, where it still is kind of in that minor, or we could have it resolve so that it has a bit of a happier upturn at the end. And I chose to go for the minor. So even though it has this beautiful lyrical upturn near the end of hopefulness, the music itself doesn't necessarily reflect that with the way that it resolves. And bring color to this blue world. Because I still, one thing I wanted to represent is that things, it's good to change your perspective, but just because you try, it doesn't mean that things are immediately better. And I know that's something I've experienced a lot. So I felt like if you turn it to major and you let it have this very, very, very hopeful, beautiful resolve, I'm like, it removes the emotional weight because it becomes this fantasy now. Where just because you try, things are better, rather than things start to get better, but maybe still have some of the lingering, you know, things don't improve immediately when you start trying. You have to put in the effort, you know? So, that was a choice that I ended up making. It was hard because Meguro-san was so kind and sent 2 versions of the composition. With the positive resolve and without, and I was just like, both sound so good. Doshio. No, it has to be this way. Because I mean, at least something that's something I experienced. I always try to remind myself that I am in a very good place in life. So even when I'm sad, I shouldn't let it overtake everything, you know? But it doesn't change the fact that I still feel sad and hopeless. Just because things are good and, you know, it's not like my life is anything worth complaining about doesn't mean my life is perfect. You know what I mean? So, yeah. This kind of that's kind of how it was. Yeah, we're only human at the end of the day. I mean, I'm a demon, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Now, if we talk about the actual recording process of this song, I tell everyone all the time I can't sing and no one believes me. But it's also because my own standards for what I want to sound like are intense. So I actually recorded Blue World twice. Because the first time, it was amazing because I got to be in the studio with Meguro-san, and he was... Meeting someone like Meguro-san, you know, I guess you have a little bit of an expectation. I'm used to people on the American side of industry, right? Like, you meet someone and like they're not like a bad person or anything, but they've got kind of a big head, you know what I'm saying? And like, you're like, yeah, they've earned it, but also it's kind of like a little bit of a put off because you're like, whoa, you're really self-important. And it's not a bad thing, especially when you've earned it, but like you get that kind of nervous feeling when meeting someone. Meguro-san, one of the most humble people I think I've ever met. And I was just sitting there and I was like, what do you mean I'm sitting here in this room with this legendary composer who's written music for the Persona series, Shin Megami Tensei, and many others, and you're just like the nicest, most down-to-earth person in the world? Like, I was really blown away, because I think as a performer, I think it's important to keep yourself humble, I guess. Like, because the reality is, you can always improve. Like, people might think I'm an amazing singer, but imagine if yesterday I was like, yeah, I'm the best singer in the world, no one's like me. You'd probably be like, what the hell is wrong with you? And me just even saying that as a joke, like, I would wonder that too. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Are you stupid? You know? But it's... I feel like if you as a performer in this world where there's constantly new people who love art, who love composing, who love singing, who are training or like just undiscovered somewhere, like I feel like viewing yourself as the best, it's not like there's anything wrong with it per se, but I feel like you actively feeling that way, if that makes sense. I feel like there's something about it that just is a big turnoff to me. So again, being able to work with someone like Meguro-san, who was so talented, and he's just so humble, was like, whoa, you're amazing, man. Like, the fact that you are able to have these things under your belt and still stay so humble and kind and just genuinely be a fantastic person, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. So, getting to work with Meguro-san was incredible, but I felt so bad because when I came out of the session, I knew before going in that I was going to have a bad vocal day, but because, you know, we have a session planned, the composer's going to be there, it's not as easy as just saying, hey, sorry, actually, I can't sing very well today. Let's just reschedule it, because it's no longer just my time on the table. You know, if it's just me, if it's just gonna be me and the director and stuff, it's not really as big of a deal. But especially when someone as important as Meguro-san is going to be there, I was like, I cannot inconvenience this man. I'm gonna be there no matter what. So, but I was really dissatisfied, so I ended up begging the company cover, and I was like, can I re-record it? Can I just re-record it? Just me and the bare minimum of people who need to be in the room, because I'm having a hard time with this song, but also because I already recorded it, now I feel bad about it because I wasn't able to do what I was imagining in my mind. I need to do it again. But it's also a hard song for me to sing already because it's so emotional. So, you know, I run into the difficulty. So anyway, of course, the company was like, of course you can re-record it, don't worry. Here, we'll do a few dates, because I told them basically, I was like, my voice wasn't really cooperating with me, and it was hard. And they're like, okay, we'll schedule a few days, and if you're not feeling good one of the days, just say so, and then we will cancel that session, and you can just do it one of the different days. So, but then I had to push it back because the only time we had available was quite far back. So I was like, darn it. Darn it. But in the meantime, we were also heavily working on the instrumental, and we decided to go with a lot of live instruments. Sorry, my cat's making a noise. We decided to get a lot of live strings. And this was when I found out that they were recording their beautiful instruments with my very, very shitty one-shot lyric demo that I made when I first wrote the lyrics. And I wanted to end it all. I'll be completely honest. I was sitting there and I'm so excited because they'd taken I wasn't able to be at the actual instrument recording session. So they sent me a video of it. They're like, we recorded it for you so you can see. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And then I open it up and I'm listening to it. And then my vocals come in, my unedited vocals. And I'm like, no! Because I remember it was one of the times last year when I was stuck in Japan. And I was just sitting there. I was writing the lyrics on this little computer in this little room, and then I pulled over the stream microphone. I opened up Audacity because I didn't have my usual setup, and then I recorded it in one take just to show how the lyrics went, just as a reference for the lyrics, and that ended up being the official demo used for everyone else who would record the song. But Meguro-san was so kind. I remember when he heard it, I was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. And he was like, no, I thought it was so good as is. Even I don't even see why we need to re-record the song. I thought the vocals were that good. I was like, you're too nice. I wanted to cry. He's such a kind man. Oh my goodness. I'm still embarrassed thinking about it, man. Audacity is good, but I just don't usually use Audacity to record. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. I'm not familiar with it. So it's just whenever I need a free program real quick, because I have to record something, I just go and I download it, Audacity. What's your preferred editor? Wouldn't you like to know what DAW I use? I'll leave it to your imagination. How audacious of you. Oh, I thought my cat was gonna drop down and I was gonna need to put the comb back on him. He's grooming his back. Yeah, I record in MS Paint, actually. But yeah. Anyway, so it was very much an experience. It was very much also me having to do my best because I don't have the most experience writing. I'm really good at writing things like love songs because I'm so much love in my heart. I have so much love in my heart, you know? And so when I'm writing something about love, I feel like it's really, really easy. That it's not that it's easy, but like I can write it much more easily. Once I get going, I just get going, you know? But songs like In My Feelings was my first time writing kind of about my depression. But even that one was very specifically because it's to fit with the theme of the song as well. It's a breakup song. And so that's very specific as to where Blue World is much more about internal feelings exclusively from you. So it's not about like feelings that other people necessarily have made you feel. But it's about the feelings that you just feel that you can't help, I guess. I feel like it's hard for me to explain because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. So, I had a lot of imagery in my head. I'll tell you one funny image I had in my head while I was writing the lyrics. So first off, some people did actually notice I made one little lyrical reference to another song that I relate to. Hey, are you licking your paw? You better stop licking that paw. You better not be licking that paw, little boy. Did you guys notice it? I'm not gonna tell you where it is, just in case. But I see some people seeming like they know what it is. How do you usually get started writing your lyrics? I don't know. Every time I write lyrics nowadays, it's like, it's an experience. Did he breach the cone? Okay, so wait. Let me explain. He doesn't wear a cone. Right when I'm watching him. So right now, because he is laying like a good boy on his desk, or on his desk, on my desk, in his spot on my desk, I've taken the cone off of him so he can groom the rest of himself. And I do this 2 to 3 times a day, as long as I can monitor him very closely. Like, he has to be within my eyesight. And if he's not, then he has to have the cone on. So the moment he decides to get up and run, then I have to. He has never actually coughed up a hairball, surprisingly. And it's because I feed him cat grass every day. Since I first got him, I always give him cat grass in his wet food in the mornings, and he has never ever coughed up a hairball, ever. How? Because I give him cat grass. I just get like the little cat grass like cubes that are like dried. Cat grass is not catnip. Cat grass is like, you can buy like physical actual grass that is like called cat grass and they can chew on it, but it basically helps them to digest the hair that they eat. It helps with their digestion, but it's literally just grass. And then they like, for the cubes, they like dry it out and then like make it into like a little cube shape. They like grind it down into dust and then like compress it. I'll try eating grass too. I don't know if cat grass will help you. Do they get drunk? Like, I actually don't give my cats catnip. I've had a few catnip toys and they do seem to like them, but like I've never actually just like sprinkled catnip on anything. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I got off topic because now I'm thinking about my beautiful little boy. Because I'm petting his pretty little face. My beautiful boy. What was I talking about before I started talking about my cat? I know I was talking about Blue World, but what specifically? Do you guys remember? Someone help me out here. Someone help me out. Lyrics. Oh, when I'm writing lyrics... Oh, lyrical reference. So during the chorus, I'm not trying to ruin the song for you. I don't think it'll ruin the song for you. But in my head, what I had to imagine... So one of the best parts of the Twilight movies is the way that it depicts how when you're depressed, it feels like time stops. And it's that one scene in the New Moon movie where Bella is sitting in a chair and the camera is circling around her and she looks the same the whole time. But meanwhile, like, it's showing that like lots and lots of time is like passing, but she just is kind of unchanging. It's all connected. And I was that scene is just iconic, okay? It's because it's like, wow, this is one of the best depictions of depression I've ever seen in a movie. Like, this is insane. This is so good. So, that was one of... It just ended up technically 3 lines of lyrics are inspired partially by that, which is watching the days pass in front of me, watching the years pass in front of me, watching my life pass in front of me. Those ones. It's a Twilight reference. Who would have thunk? It's not obviously necessarily, but it's kind of, in a way, the way that I could think to also depict something similarly to that feeling, where you feel like you're in this kind of stasis, but of course the world is still turning, the world is still going, and you're kind of just stuck, and you can't move because of how intense this feeling is. Again, that's what I loved about that scene, and so I was like, the whole song is not going to be about that specific scene, obviously. But I was like, I wonder if I can write a line that gives me a similar feeling to that. So I hope I was able to do an okay job. And then I thought the repetition in the 3 choruses. And I know it's a really long song and the chorus changes every time. It has differences, but I really hope you guys didn't mind too much. It's not really a live performance type song. I know I feel bad. I saw a lot of people being like, I can't wait for Nerissa to perform this at a concert. But I think unless I get like a solo live one day, if I get a solo live, obviously I will be performing it. However, it's too much of a downer, no? Like, imagine if you're sitting there at the upcoming concert or at Fest, and then I just start singing Blue World. You would be so sad. You'd be like, whoa, that's a downer. I came here to have fun, but now I just feel sad. It's very emotional. It's inevitable. I don't know. I hope I get a solo live someday. It would make me very happy. Speaking of, Drawn to Dawn is also happening. Are you guys watching? Are you guys enjoying Drawn to Dawn? Day 1 was super awesome, right? I'm not joining the watch. Well, yesterday I was busy during the day 1. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited to watch day 2. I didn't want to join the mass watch along today because personally I just felt like you guys know I'm a big fan of Takanashi Kiara, and I'm also a big fan of Ninomai Inanis, and hence I really wanted to be able to fully enjoy myself without anyone else being in the room watching me. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm not afraid of going too fangirl. It's because I'll be in that situation where they'll be singing and someone will be talking and I'll be like, I need you to stop talking. I need to listen to this moment. This is my favorite song. I need everyone to stop talking. And you can't do that when you're doing a watch along for obvious reasons. But I need to just be able to lock in a full focus, you know? So, I'm really excited for day 2. I hope you guys are too. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. Shame we missed that. No, it's not. I can't, see, here's the thing. I can't stream it to you either. Because then I have to talk to you. I have to try to entertain you. Like, let's be honest. If I'm just doing a stream and I'm doing a watch along and I sit there completely in silence, which I would do, then you guys would be like, why did she even stream this? Why'd she even stream this? But this is, look, I'm a fan too. This one's for me. You guys watch it and enjoy the watch along everyone else is doing. This is also for me, so I'm also going to watch it and enjoy it the way that I will enjoy best. Oh, my cat is so cute. Just seeing you is entertaining. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Well, That's enough about lyrics, by the way. I want to talk about Blue World again when the music video comes out. So, if it seems like I'm not pushing it or like talking about it like too much now, that's why, because I don't want you guys to listen to it so much that you get bored of it, that you don't stream the music video. Because again, the music video, we're putting so much work into it and it's already looking so incredible. So I really, really want you all to watch the music video and share out the music video. So yeah, I hope you'll listen to it a lot when the music video comes out too. I am cooking many other projects, of course. This month is actually going to be hell for me. So I know you guys are probably like, maybe now Nerissa's calmed down and she can stream more. I'm sorry. I'll still be streaming, of course, when I can, but do keep in mind I have become a very busy, popular person, as it turns out. Suddenly, I see another hell month for me. It's another hell month for me. You know how much I have to do this month? I can't even tell you about it, and that's the worst part. I can't even tell you what I'm working on, and that's the worst part, because I feel like if I could tell you guys what I was working on, you would all be understanding. You'd be like, that makes so much sense. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, lock in. But I'm just saying, oh, I've got work. And I feel so dumb, because you guys are just like, wow, lazy bitch. She just doesn't want to stream. Which isn't even true. I do have some streams planned, though. Obviously, as I mentioned, we are going to be doing Super Mario Galaxy. We will not start next weekend, but we will be starting the weekend after that. We would never say that. I know. I'm the only one. I'm like, wow, I'm not streaming. Everyone hates me. And you guys are like, we'll wait forever for you, Nerissa. And I'm like, damn, they hate me. And you're like, we love you. You know. Guys, I just released a song about my depression. Go easy on me. Go easy on me. But yeah. So I'm working really hard on way too many things. I don't even know how this many projects got started consecutively, and I'm like lost and I'm confused, but I'm doing myself. I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best that I can do as myself. So I'm going to be needing all of the energy you guys can possibly send me. Please. I'm going to need all the energy and encouragement you guys can send me, because oh my gosh, it's really hard to not tear out all my hair, to be completely honest. Cause I want to do my best on everything, but when you have so much to do and it's all kind of like within deadlines that you have to make, it becomes very stressful, because or like, can I even put my quote-unquote best into this? And I think that's the scariest part. Is being like, am I going to actually be able to do this? I don't know. So I'm gonna need all your encouragement this next month. Please. My head is in my hands. But again, we will be, next weekend, we'll be in Calliope Senpai's stream. She just announced it yesterday. She is doing a birthday live, and I am one of the guests. I will be singing with a live band. I wonder what songs we could be singing. So do come by, do check it out. And I will be looking forward to seeing all of you there on the day of. And, then, let me just double check. When is my first Mario Galaxy stream? Technically right now, I have it scheduled This is JST. On the 12th. On the night of the 12th. So that should be Saturday night for my fellow Americans. Saturday night of the 11th. I will be streaming Mario Galaxy for you all. Mark your calendars. We'll be starting, as I've mentioned before. It is my very first time ever playing Mario Galaxy. I love, love, love Mario 64. I love, love, love Super Mario Sunshine. I'm going for 100%. We are going to play until we finish it. Not in one stream, mind you. But we are going to play until we finish it. I don't know how many streams it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to take. But we will play it to the end of Mario Galaxy. It will be preparation for the movie as well for all of us. Because they're releasing a movie based on Galaxy. I would eventually like to also play, we probably will also play Sunshine and 64 at some point, but I want to play Galaxy first because I've never played it before. So yeah, again, there's about like maybe 2-ish weeks. But please wait, and we will, now you know when that stream is. I will obviously have a few streams between then. It's not like my next stream is on the 12th. That's not the case. I will be streaming between that. I just don't have them down yet because I'm still figuring out my schedule. How it's going, yeah. And I'll figure it out. So, just don't go playing them backwards. What do you mean playing them backwards? What does that even mean? Wow, what does that mean? I don't understand. Don't forget to take breaks. Don't worry. I will be doing what I can do. Because, I'll be doing what I can do. So don't worry too much about me if you're like, oh no, Nerissa, she's only streamed 2 times this week. I hope she's not pushing herself. No, I'm streaming 2 times because that's what I could fit and that's what I knew I would have the energy to do. So, but I appreciate you guys always worrying about me. I know I've been working a lot on other stuff this year and quite a bit of last year too. But now that I'm more settled in and I'm more relaxed, not relaxed in terms of workload, but like sleep schedule, quote unquote, where like I'm not constantly jumping between place to place to place and changing my sleep schedule and then flipping it on to the complete opposite again. I'm sleeping a bit better and it feels more routine, so I'm able to overall have a higher performance level. Oh, are you gonna lay down? Yes? Okay. Sorry, he got up and if he was gonna go, I needed to put the cone on him. I needed to put the cone back on you, but you just laid back down again. What a good boy. Kizashi, thank you very much for the 20 gifted memberships to the community. Welcome, new Jailbird Pluses. But yeah, because I'm kind of on a more consistent schedule, instead of jumping around so much, my life has started to improve in terms of my... you know, the only thing I need to do is study English, clearly, because I don't speak English anymore. I'm sure your kitty is adorable. He is. Both of my kitties are adorable. Oh. Little baby just joined us. He laid right by his brother. Oh my god. Oh, I have lived the best life ever. You took an EN class, remember? I did take an English class. I did. My little boys love to cuddle with each other. They love each other so much. It makes me so happy. Yeah, I need... see, the thing is, I want to take, like, advanced English... Like, I want to take, like, AP English again. One thing I really want to work on is I really want to expand my actual vocabulary. Because you guys know, I was considering going into, like... I feel crazy because I feel like every time I tell you something, I'm like, I was considering doing this as a job. And you guys are probably like, she never wanted to do anything seriously. And that's not the that's not the gist, you know. I was finding myself, and everything I wanted to do just kept falling through. One thing I wanted to do is I was like, you know, I'm really passionate about English. I really love English. Maybe I want to be a teacher, and I would really like to be an English teacher because I love reading at the time. And so this kind of gleaned itself as possible to me because my very, very first year of high school, my teacher was like, why are you in the regular English class? And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, your writing ability is really, really good. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, like you're like above like your grade level. So I'm going to move you to the advanced English class. And to be able to take the AP courses, you needed to be in the advanced English class. Like it was a requirement. So then for the next 2 years, I was in advanced English. And the first year went without a hitch. I got an A. I have no problem at all. Next year, I got a teacher who was known for giving people really low grades. And everyone was like stressed. So like even like the really, really like straight A, like 100% on everything students were like terrified when they got assigned this teacher because they're like, he like purposely will try to find reasons to fail you, basically. And it was so disappointing because I was doing my best, and I ended up getting a C, which meant my grade was too low to be in advanced English, which means after that year, I would know, like, so I could finish out the semester and everything, or I could finish out the year in advanced English, but I would have to, I no longer qualified to take AP English. Yeah. It was a high C, mind you, but you needed to get a B or an A, and I got a C+, and I wanted to die. So, because I could no longer do my plan of taking advanced English, or AP English, rather, the next year, I had to take... there was no, like, English class, so I just decided to take creative writing. And the funniest thing about creative writing is the teacher who teaches it is also the AP English teacher. Not trying to brag. I think I was his favorite student in the class because I was so passionate about it, and he'd always be really excited for the stuff that I turn in. And I remember he asked me, why are you in creative writing? Why aren't you in AP why aren't you in AP English? And I was like, funny story about that. I think it's because also a lot of people in the AP English class just like take it as an elective, but they don't like really care, so to say. But like I was like really, really excited. And like it was nice because we got to study a lot of poetry in different kinds of poetry. So I got to write a ton of different poems, and I'd always come in and turn them in by the end of the day because I'd be so excited that I'd just like write them. And yeah. It was awesome. No, he wasn't the one who gave me a C. He was not. The guy who gave me a C doesn't even teach AP English. He just does the advanced English class. The guy who gave me the C is just he's the blocker. He blocks out everyone he doesn't think is good enough. They teach you how to write lyrics? Not really. I was writing lyrics before that. But yeah, anyway. That was my that's my English journey. Why am I talking about this? We've gotten really off track. But yeah, I was considering becoming an English teacher. So I like the idea of having a wide vocabulary. But I already know all my favorite words, it feels like. So, but then I like hear a word I haven't heard before, and I'm like, that's a really, like, I think I've mentioned before, I really like the word taciturn, which is basically like, it means unsociable. And you could just say unsociable, yeah, but like, there's something about the word taciturn. It's rather, I'm feeling rather taciturn. That just feels, you know, it's so sexy. It's a great word. It's a wonderful word. And I want to learn more wonderful English words that, like, people don't know. Because, like, if you just look up, like, what are really cool words in English, you get, like, the same 5 words, but then you learn, like, a really old English obscure word, and it's still used today, but just no one uses it. And I want to learn more. Oh wait, I can't sing that song. But you guys should post, if you ever know a unique word, like that's like taciturn, that's like really cool. That's not just like like not one that you'd find on like a list if you like Google cool English words. Can you please put it in my live tag? I would like that. Put it in my live tag with the information of how you found out about said word and what it means. So the word, its definition, and your experience with discovering said word. Please. Hee 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 hee. But yeah. I want to expand my vocabulary with crazy words. Egads! That's why I like using alack too, because people will use alas, but there's something about saying alack that I just think is so funny, because who the fuck says alack? Me. That's who. I'm the only person in the world who uses yeah. Ugh. One moment. But yeah. I want to sound like a cartoon villain too. No, I don't even want to sound like a cartoon villain. I just want to use crazy words that no one else uses. Use words from Pride and Prejudice does have a lot. One word I also took from Jane Austen is countenance. I really like the word countenance. Oh, their countenance is very... But, like, I feel like it's just, like, not, like, a very relevant word to use very often. Like, I feel like if we were back in Pride and Prejudice times, I feel like that is very understandable. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I feel like now we just don't, like, talk about countenance. You know? Ugh. I love water. My little bit of water, my little bit of scone. Ugh. I'm living the life of myself. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have much else to say at the moment. I don't have a lot else to say. I'm just living life to the fullest and trying to do my job efficiently. So, yeah. Ugh. Have you heard how Fuawa is doing? Yeah, I talk to her. I talk to her daily. I'll send her cat videos. I'll message her something and be like, hello. Hello, how are you doing? Tell me how you are. And, yeah, we'll talk a bit. So, how's she feeling? I think she's doing okay. I don't want to talk too much for her or for Mokoko because, obviously, I'm sure they're going to talk about it much when she's back. But I'll leave it to them to give you updates, if that's okay. But I am keeping in contact with both of them. Speaking of, I should message Mokoko. I need to message her for the day. And tell her that I miss her and that she can come over if she wants to. Because I think I mentioned it. It must be so hard. You guys know I lived with Aradia and we shared a room basically our whole life. And then when we were living with my parents, we were both living there despite, you know, being adults. Because, you know, they have such a lovely big house. Why not? And I'm just like, when she moved out, I'm so sad because I miss her. And I'm like, whoa. So I can only imagine with Fuamoko how hard it must be to be separated. I don't want to think about it. But yeah. So, I'm worrying about her. I'm worrying about both of them. So, please check up on them lots too, jailbirds. I mean, it's hard to get out of your routine. Like, if you clean every day and you vacuum every day, right? But then you go on vacation and then you obviously aren't cleaning. You come back and the dust is still accumulated on your floor. So you need to vacuum, but now suddenly you're out of practice from vacuuming. Yeah, it's only been a week, but a week is all it takes to lose a habit, really. A week is all it takes to lose a habit. So... You clean during the vacation. Where are you vacationing? Like, if you stay in a hotel, not really. Are you vacuuming your hotel room? Like, maybe if you stay in an Airbnb, but I've never stayed in an Airbnb and I never would. That's just not for me. Yeah, 3 weeks to build a habit and 1 week to lose it. Yeah, so if you don't do something, or if you have a habit, suddenly it's difficult because say your habit is you always take out the garbage, but then your sister washes the dishes. But now your sister isn't here and you have to wash the dishes, but it doesn't match your habit because you're not used to having to wash the dishes. So now suddenly you have to not only take out the garbage too, but you have to also wash the dishes. It's just hard, man. It's just hard, man. But yeah. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say, really. As you know, Bae is going to be doing a watch-along for the next day of Drawn to Dawn, starting in about 20-ish minutes. Let me find it. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. They're going to be doing a day 2 watch along. It's pretty much all of EN is there. There's just a few people missing, myself included, but so why not go? Why not go hang out and spend time together and enjoy? Yeah, let's raid Hako's Bales. Enjoy the concert. You guys all better be watching supporting our other fellow EN girlies. Let's support Ina and Kiara. But either way, thank you guys so much for coming today. I had fun talking to you. I hope you had fun as well. And I will see you all next time. So, please manifest for me. I'm going to go lay back down and go back to sleep. Because even if I'm feeling mostly better, I'm still not feeling great. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And I will see you all next time. So for now, bye, you darlings.